I just want to set the scene here. When Superman came out, and obviously we had very different opinions on things, one of the almost universally agreed, like even the people at the time that like it, like Kada is the one I remember who liked the movie. When you bring up the whole Kryptonian heritage thing of his mother and father telling him to take over the planet and spread his seed and take as many wives and kill anyone that isn't fit to serve him, everyone agreed that that was a bad choice. So much so that many people crashed out super fucking hard. Shout out to Script Doctor, who still never returned to Versus after calling me a fraud and a bad YouTuber, and that he
hasn't ever come back,
and that I only repeat what a better YouTuber say. Yeah, hasn't been back since that crash out. Fun. They crashed out hard, especially when Gunn basically said, "Tough shit. This is my choice. It's not fake." He cited every evidence that we did, that several authority figures in the movie, from Lex himself to Mr. Terrific to their the government guy, all fucking say, no, the message is real. And now he has tripled down yet again because the director's commentary is out. Fuck bitches, get money. That's right, Kal-El. Spread that seed. So the director cut.
So we'd already seen that confirming it in the interview. He super double, triple, quadruple confirms it in the behind the scenes too.
And now he's going to do it a third time. Yeah, Tom also crashed out super hard.
No, James.
Super fucking hard. Really crashed out hard because people enjoyed Fantastic Four more than Superman, and he thought we were just saying that because it's like, no, we genuinely. It turns out, even if it's a bad movie, when you don't undercut everything with a joke every 3 seconds, it lets people build at least a little bit of emotional resonance.
It also starred the Fantastic Four.
You're right. There was no Justice Gang Mole Man that came in. All right, so here's the clip. Let's go over it.
Here we have the big shocker. Now, this is probably the most controversial thing I did with Superman's origin.
Controversial.
I am a big
put it that
Superman
way.
fan.
Yeah.
I don't want to change.
Are you though,
bro? This is one of the
You don't
keep in
want
mind
to.
This, okay? This is the guy that there's another little article, him talking about Batman, where when we're talking about the white eyes or the beliefs, like, do you guys really give a shit about that detail? But listen to the details he thinks are important to Superman versus the change he made. The fucking cognitive dissonance of these two opposing thoughts.
To change important integral things about Superman. His goodness of heart, the fact that he won't kill, the fact that
pause it. Will you pause? It's
he already changed it. He said that the fact that he won't kill. But then in another interview, he said, I think Superman would kill if there was no other choice and it was between saving a life or killing, that he would probably kill.
This motherfucker is gonna have Batman kill his parents.
It's probably better than Gooch isn't here. Fucking aneurysm.
You know, he's in love with Lois
and then
Lane.
He becomes the Batman who laughs.
Curl on the head. All these things. I want to keep Superman.
Oh yeah, okay. Here's the thing that he thought was important. Hold on.
You know, even the curl on the head.
The fucking curl, like that is. You're stupid if you want white eyes for Batman or blue and gray, but the curl on Superman was super important. But it's all right to turn his parents into fucking
all these things. I want to keep Superman. So the question is, what can you add to the mythos that's a little bit different? That doesn't really essentially in any way change who the character is.
Fuck you.
And
oh my God. But pause it. The whole movie is about how that message made him the one he is and all that. So what do you mean it doesn't matter? It's the whole central point of the fucking movie. It's the whole character arc. It ends with that, you dumb fuck.
And also, the entire point of Superman is he's supposed to be the best of both worlds. He's supposed to be the best of every good thing from Krypton and help us make they could be a great people, Kal-El. They wish to be that type of shit.
He would have forgiven
Clark's parents usually in the comics.
Super stickers can help express words
benevolent.
That they're feeling.
That isn't
sometimes.
Always the case. It hasn't always been the case. There have been stories in which.
I can't wait to see what he says about Zod. Zod is clearly going to be the hero. He was trying to stop everyone from being genocidal.
You still get the spaceship crashing in Kansas and all that. So it's you still keep all of that part of the origin story. So it's can we just keep all of the origin story there, James? No.
Yeah.
No.
Even in canon, that hasn't been the case, and Jor-El is not always treated as a benevolent character.
In like 95 plus, and it's higher than that, but 95 plus he is. The one time he's talking about dude is Doomsday and the whole Oz character who turns out to be Jor-El, who was plucked out of the timeline by Dr. Manhattan and is like kind of a good but bad. And then John, it's the one that John Kent goes off with, and when he came back he was aged up and made gay separately outside of canon. Tom Taylor, you can thank him for that. Yeah, basically after New 52 they introduced the whole fucking thing, but that they said the 5 years missing from New 52 was from what, and that's the Doomsday Clock storyline, that Dr. Manhattan removed that and also plucked Jor-El from Krypton before. Yeah, exactly. The point where now it's all retconned again into whatever the hell we are after Dark Knight's Metal.
Doomsday Clock, the book I haven't read because the reviews on it are so bad.
Yeah, so he's citing like the one example where, and in other words, it would just be Elseworlds, straight up Elseworlds.
They're benevolent.
It's
to their
literally,
son.
it's what Elseworlds are for, James.
Boy, doesn't that just sum up?
Idiot, man. It's so stupid.
I can't bet we see over my thing. Okay.
Obviously. But they aren't necessarily benevolent in the way they think about human beings. They think of human beings as less than in this version. So that.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
So if they had like the bottle city of Kandor, or they're just gonna like crush it to protect humanity, we have to kill all of the Kryptonians.
Clearly, they're going to be Kryptonian nationalists. Extremist Kryptonian nationalists. Oh. Yeah.
Remember when David Zaslav hired James Gunn because he thought that James was a comic book fan and he liked that he cared about the material?
Before you in these learning crystals, Kal-El, is the combined knowledge from the 28 known galaxies that everyone but us is fucking like, what are we talking about here? This, by the way, this is why you don't make Kryptonians. You have to make them, because otherwise, why have the Kryptonians not taken over every single planet with anything other than a red sun? Why did they not Viltrumite it? And that's because they're not Viltrumites. Also, he did this in Brightburn. This is literally the plot of Brightburn, where it turns out he was sent to conquer. Like, that's the twist. It's a fun little A24 twist.
Yeah, the fun little twist is James Gunn hates his daddy.
Yeah. Right, that's the point. And then so what you do is you have them a benevolent race. Like anytime, I think Clark is talking to like one of the Green Lanterns, they talk about how like renowned the Kryptonians were, that the Guardians had a very good relationship with them.
That's what makes Zod and his whole gang special, because they're the bad boys so bad they had to be sent to the fucking Phantom Zone. But then when everyone is a bunch of Zods, Zod is probably a good guy who got sent to the Phantom Zone for being a good guy.
I'm gonna channel Gooch for It turns out that when you are building an established, when you're building an established universe, especially with your different characters, when you decide to add them at different years, that like one little Jenga fucking knocks over a whole bunch of things.
That's the
I know. Well, that's Jenga. You go for like the middle one, and that's some sort of lore you switch out. That nice little middle block that you just goes out easy. That's the lore you change. Yeah, the very bottom one, and you just yank it out. That's not how you do lore changes, buddy.
You know how Superman is one of, by the way, the ultimate point of all of that doomsday shit of why Dr. Manhattan did is that remember at the end of Watchmen, he's sort of disgusted by humanity, but then he talks to Laurie and the miracle, her being born, goes, I'm going to go discover, and like he discovers the DC universe, and he notices that unlike his universe, where all the fucking heroes turned into corrupted pieces of shit, the DC universe doesn't. And he notices that Superman is the key reason why, because he's so good, so pure. That's because he's distilled from two of the greatest fucking cultures of all time, Earth Prime America, Heartland America, and Kryptonians. All right. It's Superman being a good man that is the linchpin of the entire fucking DC universe. That's why Manhattan took him out and changed his origin to see what would happen.
It's his damn story arc is supposed to be gods and monsters, and his main god, he's just turning into an alien invader. So where's the gods at?
Where the gods at, Lex?
Twist. I think it works. It is not something that is.
How can they trust Luther's translation? Shouldn't get that double checked. I respect you if you didn't watch the movie more than once or weren't paying attention.
I know them motherfuckers, and they won't be lying about that shit.
They did.
Know what I'm saying?
They did. So the government checks it, and then Mr. Terrific specifically says, "I know all of these experts," and they say a whole bunch of them that they couldn't all be leaked, that they all verified it.
Yeah. Now, how did the engineer go? Oh, yeah. I found the corrupted bit. How did that happen? Now that's
nanites, courtesy of Ray Palmer.
But the Kryptonian super tech couldn't fix it. Yeah. But those nanites.
Correct. But the nanites made by
going to be retrofitted in the future. It is the fact of Superman's life. He was sent by his parents to Earth to save him primarily, but also they hoped that he would continue the Kryptonian heritage.
Isn't that like sending baby Noah down the river? You will conquer and map all of the harems.
Well, Ninja, story. And I hate to steel man his universe, but in this hypothetical world, we're dealing with heroes and metahumans or whatever existing for 300 years, meaning study of them is well underway. And once he comes, so there's 3 years basically of the world experts translating languages.
I just assume they put it through the "is this AI" filter. I assume is essentially what they were doing.
They did that. Basically, the idea is there would be a bunch of independent linguists that would be studying all manner of languages, and all of them concurred that it was an authentic or whatever the.
But also,
AI
the engineer has super tech abilities, so could easily fake something that even the professionals would think was real.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened, even though that should have been what happened.
Because Mr. Terrific is supposed to be the smartest, and he also says that,
ruler, and that isn't who Superman thinks of himself as being at all. And so this moment here with Clark is so important.
I hated this moment watching it again.
He's always
Mr. T walking in all clunky and
doing, is having this destiny. My parents sent me to Earth to be a good man, to save people, and to help the Earth. And so he's always thought that what he was
certainly
doing
wasn't the
was
worst,
for a reason outside of himself.
He's always been doing it for a reason outside of himself. No! Incorrect. Even in Smallville, before he even knew about the message from his parents or the fortress or anything, he was helping people and
Yeah, it's nature and nurture. It's the nature of the Kryptonian and then the nurturing of the good, God-fearing Christians in Kansas. Well, yeah, but that's what we all thought. That's why so many people gaslit themselves into believing that's what happened, because that's what they should have had happen. But no, James Gunn has made so clear that's not what happened.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh.
Be careful.
Came in with the wrong energy.
So we're born of something that wasn't interior but exterior. And when he's confronted with the fact that exterior source is not at all what he thought it was, it creates a personal crisis. And that's what he's dealing with in this moment.
Okay, and this all comes from the fact that James thinks that Superman is boring. He said it multiple times. It's why he fucking said he didn't want to do Superman to begin with. Couldn't find a way. This is his verbiage. I couldn't find a way into the character until I got my dog. And then that found me a way into this. And then it goes into, he wanted him to have this crisis of character.
Do you buy a fucking parakeet? Why is Hot Girl there?
Are you bird blind?
Oh my God. That, holy whatever caused that, it probably is the same thing. Bird blindness and Hot Girl we probably got from the same stupid inspiration.
Yeah, dude.
The movie.
I think the universe blocked Gooch from being on here because we don't want our buddy to have a heart attack.
The baby aspirin ain't gonna be enough for this one. How you would take advantage of a man's bird blindness?
We discover, and more importantly, Clark discovers that what he's doing is not
God damn,
because
Mr.
of
Terrific.
what his parents told him to do. What he's doing is because of who he is.
Because his
as a human
parents
being.
made him into that human being. You
Why
fucking
did
idiot.
he need that? And that is the individual. Why did that need to be explained? We already know that he's doing it. That his parents, and in fact, if you go back to a lot of those, even the Marlon Brando one, he's not telling him to go out. He's giving him like the life lessons of, if he chooses to, how to do it. But then also cautions him about, like, you know, like I think it's the Christopher Reeve one, where in the Donner one, where it's like the extra scenes they add that they should have never taken out, where he, after he saves Lois in the helicopter and all the things, and it's a little montage, he goes back and he basically, he's talking to his dad. He's like, I did it, I'm doing it, but I kind of liked it, a little bit more than I should. And Marlon Brando's Jor-El specifically warns him against essentially letting that lead into him taking over everything. Like, don't be doing it for your own gratification. Remember, you're doing it for the continuation of the races and for blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, because like that adoration can go to your head, like James Gunn.